What up, homeboys? We finally got over the radio silence in SoD. We finally got some quote-unquote clarity on what this new content for Phase 7 is gonna be like. Do you guys remember when we were gonna get new raids? Oh, yeah, it was so funny. We all laughed that day. Yeah, I remember that. No, this is serious this time, okay? It's serious. New rune broker and SoD Phase 7 PTR later this week. Season of Discovery. Now, we are deep into holiday season, the 16th of December I am recording this, and that should be quite alarming to you because who in the right mind would release something during the holidays? And like, this is something that's very, very unprecedented for Blizzard, releasing a major PTR before the holidays, right during the holidays pretty much. Because obviously if you want to release a game or something, you don't want to do it during Christmas, you want to do it before Christmas. Late December is pretty much a dead part of the month. So this comes very out of timeline, very weird. Let's take a look at the headline here. Going into the holidays, we wanted to take a moment to thank everyone that has been playing Season of Discovery for over a year and provide you with a quick update on some things coming this week, as well as a sneak peek of what to expect on the new year. Now that is some clever language there because technically New Year is in 20 days, you know? But Rune Broker Vendor. First of all, we are planning to put a hotfix update starting tomorrow. Look at that term, hotfix update, very important. This vendor will provide access to all class runes at level 1, allowing you to supercharge your alts right from the start, okay? So they have given up on runes as a concept already. Thank God. Runes were stupid. They were kind of funny the first 2 phases and they became just a slog. They became pretty much a dead sentence for the game. And I am a big believer that the rune system is single-handedly the thing that's stopping new player acquisition, because now when you want to start a character in SoD, you don't only have to level to 60, which is quite some time, but you also gotta backtrack and do a lot of quests. Some of those quests you cannot even do without a group anymore and nobody's running new characters. It is every time a little harder to start playing SoD because of the runes. So thank God they finally admitted that runes are stupid. This has been a popular request for a while now, and we feel that the holidays will be a great time to pull the trigger on this one. We hope you all have fun with your ults or mains, yada yada. Please note that discoveries in the game world may not function properly if you learn the related rune ability. Makes sense, you know, if you do if you get the rune, the quest is gonna break. Just common sense. We plan to improve this over time, but we feel this is more important to get this update out quickly and let you start having fun with your rules over the holidays. So hotfix update, roll it quickly. What is this language telling you? I can tell you what it's telling you. They didn't plan this at all. They are rushing this out. Why could they be rushing this out? Well, there are 2 hypotheses that you can have. Well, first of all, I'm gonna tell you right away, it is a good change. It had to happen, okay? I am not gonna complain about the change. But second, why would they wanna do this? One of the hypotheses is that maybe they just realize now that people hate runes. I don't know if that talks poorly about them more than it talks about like the other 2 hypotheses, because people have been sick of runes for like 3 phases. Otherwise, another explanation is they want to get rid of the game as soon as possible. They want to finish SoD as quickly as possible, and making it easier for people to get through the content is like a step into that. And third hypothesis, and this is my most likely hypothesis, the metrics came back this quarter, this month. Players are not happy and they are just trying to plug the gap to stop bleeding players at any cost necessary. And that included having the SoD team drop their ego and admit that runes were a lie. Because if the game was doing okay, even if runes were not a good idea, they would have just stuck to it. This is a sign of desperation to me. Very well, they are talking about the PTR though. So Anchorage came out in a completely broken state not 2 weeks ago, and we are rolling out the new raid, which is also concerning. Following the opening of the Anchorage raids a few weeks ago, we want to let everybody know that we are going to have our first patch this week. This PTR will have a very early version So next time I criticize it, next time I say, hey guys, Kel2sad is breaking the game, the server crashes every time you pull Kel2sad, people in the comments can go, no bro, it's an early version, don't worry, they're gonna fix it. Just look at how they fixed AQ. You know, when you said there was game breaking bugs in AQ, and we told you, oh, we're gonna fix it, all the people in the comments, they are gonna fix it, Medina. Why do you complain, Medina? They are gonna fix it. They didn't. So yeah, don't worry, this is a very early version, and the very late version is of course gonna be perfect and it's not gonna break down, and it is mostly aimed at testing build stability, but there will be a new amount of content to test. This content will be present on this PTR and will not only be the content coming in phase 7. Here is a quick overview of what is gonna be available. A new set of shoulder enchants that allow you to utilize a single extra set bonus. Oh boy, that's gonna be a lot of power creep right there. Just imagine you get tier 1 for warriors and then you get a Blood Fury reset from tier 2. Oh god, I wouldn't want to be the guy balancing that. An early... sorry, I'm coming back. So you decide that tier 1 set that is so broken that almost nobody's going for tier 2 at tier 2.5. Nobody's doing it. And your solution is just to give tier 1 to everybody? Really? The worst part is that balancing the set bonuses would have not been that hard because Lucenia, the lady that makes the simulators or DPS and all that stuff, she sent me like a bunch of data that they were working with Blizzard, not quite working with, but they were sending Blizzard data on how the DPS classes were gonna perform. If Blizzard actually cared, all they would have to do is tell the people in the simulators under the NDA or whatever, look, here is the new set bonuses. Are they gonna be better than tier 1? Yes or no? That's all they had to do. And like they would have done it for free, okay? I got no wonder in my mind that the people behind the scenes would have done it for free. So this is just another sign, in my opinion, that they do not give a damn. Very well, an early look into Nax Ramas, that's the other content. We are gonna post this separately on the PTR forum, but we have our fun new surprises. And yeah, there is no information about it. Let me guess. There is a new difficulty system that nobody wants, and if you do not do it, you lose loot. And there is gonna be cosmetic rewards, maybe a mount, probably something Arthas related, and there is gonna be some affix that bugs out every run, and it keeps you in combat every run like we have for 2 raids in a row, and at the end of the raid, you get bonus loot, but it is Naxxramas imbued and it has a different color than the other loot, but only the one in the chest. The other loot that you kill in the hard difficulty, even though you kill it in the hard difficulty, if it drops from the boss, it doesn't have the special color, okay? It's only the chest one. So if you already got your item, people are not gonna see that you got the special one, even though you did the hard difficulty one, and you are never gonna justify to your raid leader that you wanna get the same item again because one is undead forged and the other one is not. Please do not come back to this video and call me a future prophet, okay? I cannot tell the future. I have common sense. That's all I do. The most dedicated PTR explorers may find a few other surprises out in the world that hint at some other new content coming in phase 7 and beyond. You did read that part correctly. I don't know, like, were they expecting disbelief at that vague comment? Okay, we have more content coming after the launch of phase 7. Oh, look at that. Okay, look at that wording. After the launch. As a little tease and parting gift, we just leave this here for you. And it is the loading screen of the new Scarlet Raid. Now, we have been teased the Scarlet Raid for a while. Now, this is the exact timeline. And as if you look at there, it ends, it's phase 7. Phase 7 is the end. But the new endgame content is tagged in this thing as part of phase 7. So when they say after phase 7, after the launch of phase 7, of course, this is like plausible deniability because technically the content comes out after the launch. You know, like even if it is on the very launch, the content is gonna come out after the launch. Just semantics here. But look at this wording here, because I think this wording is very calculated. They want to make you think that we are getting more content after Phase 7. Nothing will make me happier than thinking that we're gonna get new content after Phase 7, but when you look at this timeline, do you really? We know what they teased. It's like some adventures of Deadwind Pass thing in Deadwind Pass and whatever Scarlet Monastery thing in Heartglen, which are most likely dungeons. If there was a full raid coming out, that would have been called Phase 8, I'm pretty sure. That would have seemed like rather wasteful. So I don't know. It just seems very scummy, honestly. I do not like this at all because I know what they are doing. I am not stupid. I know exactly what you're doing. How come we haven't seen any of the content yet? Not even a teaser, okay? If the PR nightmare that they have been suffering since Direct, the backlash that made them tweak for 2 weeks, if they actually had proper raid content coming out, all they had to do to dispel all that notion is you are getting a new raid in SoD. That's all they had to say. If that was the truth and nothing but the truth, that would have fixed every single concern of the player base in an instant. There is only one reason they could not do it. Time will tell. Oh, I left my shoes in my room. Look at that. I cannot show you my feet though. Those aren't the only fans. Subscribe, join the Discord, and thank you for watching.